Hello, hello. Great to see you all. Hello, hello. Good either Thursday or Friday, depending on where you live in the world. How you all doing tonight? We're going to use 3 different decks today. Number 1, our tarot of the night is going to be the Runic Tarot. If you're somebody that's really into Norse and Celtic mythology, you'd probably really like to pick up this one. It's by Jack 𝗧𝗓𝗏 and Alan Dempster. And I'm not sponsored by these people. These are just simply decks I've bought throughout the years that I really enjoy, and I like shouting out the creators of the decks. And then we're also going to be using Oracle of the Mythic Heroes. This is more based in Roman and Greek mythology. So I think it's cool to bring kind of like both into the energy space today. And then lastly, but definitely not leastly, of course, we're going to use the Boxer's Oracle, which is my first Oracle deck I ever created. And also for the guys here, for everybody here, I actually am going ahead and having a 25% off discount for this deck. If you're somebody that's been interested in purchasing one of these, if you use the code WARRIOR at checkout, all in capital, you'll get 25% off, and that's actually $11.11 off of the deck. So what it comes with is a velvet pouch, comes with a box holder, comes with a guidebook, a handwritten thank you note for yours truly, and I do like to throw in little random special gifts in there for you guys as well. The page is, so it's offprintmint.com. That's my personal website. If you just, after the live, you go into my profile on YouTube, in my bio, you'll see it there. When you click on it, it'll take you right to the home page. And on the home page, you're going to see a purple spiritual store button. Click that and it'll take you directly to the Oracle deck where you can put it into the cart. And remember, at the checkout, put the code WARRIOR, all capitalized in, for 25% off. All right. Dope, guys. So let's go ahead and explain the breakdown of the live, and we'll get straight into the reading. You have 3 options on how to receive a live reading with me. Number 1 is completely free. There are chunks of time throughout the lives where I have designated to do only free people. There are about 10 to 30 minute chunks of time depending on the duration I plan on being on that specific live. What you have to do during those times is you comment your name, you comment your zodiac, and you comment a yes/no question. Free readings are randomized, so meaning they're not guaranteed. It's if spirit aligns my eyes to you during those chunks of time. The second option is you can super chat. So super chatting is a feature where you can send how much you would like to a creator. And I basically have created a chart that you can look at in the bio of this live, that is an energy breakdown. For however much you'd like to super chat me, I'm going to promise a certain amount of cards and like minutes put into your reading. The energy exchange starts at $1 and goes up. If you're interested in super chatting, check out the bio of this video. It will be all listed there. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, being a member. If you're a member of my YouTube channel, you receive prioritized readings. You're allowed to ask yes, no, and general polls. You can ask more than one question every single live. And off of my live, they also have additional benefits where you get weekly additional videos. You can enter to win the monthly video chat reading giveaway. And also I do random posts where we do like guided runes, manifestation spells, words of affirmation, a bunch of different stuff. If you're interested in joining the membership team, you should check that out as well, which is linked right in the bio. You'll see when you go into the bio of any YouTube creator, it will say something along the lines of become a member. Or even for the super chatting, you should see a feature where there's like a little button that comes up that looks like a coin or like a money symbol. All right. So last time we left off with 3 super chatters. And so before we dive into our first group of free people, we're going to lead off with them. All righty. Feel called to start with the Boxer's Oracle. Reba Stowe, you are number 1. Reba Stowe, what do you need to know more than anything else as we speak? Spirit needs you to know you're right at the finish line. You're right where most people give up. There's a lot of what I'm hearing is there's a lot of defense you've had to do in the beginning of this year. And now you've allowed yourself to kind of relax. You don't want to relax too much because you're still a little bit in survival mode. And you can't expect yourself to just get out of it overnight. Spirit's guiding you to keep your awareness up, but maybe there's some more people you could be kinder to. Sometimes we're trying to protect ourselves so much we don't even realize we could be vain to somebody. And we all do this. Life is about self-reflection and moving forward. I see that you're, with that, what we're talking about when it's stating that you're right before the finish line, it's about love. It's about not settling. It's about knowing that everything you've chosen to do this time you needed apart was needed and purposeful. But things are coming together and they're telling you not to give up. Okay. The second person, that was Angel Aura. She wanted a love general pull. She wants a love general pull. Well, somebody feels ready to proceed forward with you. Feels like both of you have shined a light on your own inner demons and have remembered that sometimes the reason you feel that everything is dark around is because you are the light. The shine comes from within you. Your room has your energy has the ability to change the whole dynamic of a room. Your love life is proceeding forward. You've made conscious decisions that are going to align you with people that really respect you and do have a lot going for them. Spirit wants you to keep yourself open to love, and also that your person may not be your usual type. Something they wanted me to add as well. All right, and number 3. Number 3 was They Adore Mia. That was your username. And you would like a general pull as well. Let's go ahead and give you a general pull. I hear you're currently in a time of new beginnings. You're really motivated to keep things positive and flowing and going forward. But there are just still times that this is new and you get curveballs kind of thrown at you, you feel like. And they need you to give yourself more time to... What I'm hearing is think before speaking. It's not that you're this like belligerent person. It's not that you do too much, okay? It's just that what I can hear with you is you're somebody that can make a lot of progress. And then that parasite or whatever can really get hold of you for one moment. And it's not at all that the progress you made all goes backwards, but it keeps you feeling a little stagnant. It keeps you feeling a little trapped. And the thing is the only being that's trying to rob you of that safe feeling and that happiness is the parasite. Is that thing that only within you can thrive if you're in a low vibrational state. You know, the parasite had control of you, over you for a while, but it's not for nothing. What that whole analogy is it's basically like your traumas and the bad habits and the mindset and everything that was passed down to you that's not really ever within you. It was never your soul. It was literally, it forced itself into your existence like a parasite. When you give something a name, you take the power, you claim it, and you transmute it. So you are realizing that the parasite is not supposed to win. It's supposed to be a tool that helps you grow. You are in a safe point. They say feel safe to definitely communicate. That's very important. But don't let yourself jump to conclusions with things, okay? All right, so that was it for all of the super chatters I left off with last time. We're about to do, let's see, it's 9:01. Okay, we'll do 30 minutes of free people. Before I do that, though, I'm going to write down everybody that at this current moment has added themselves to the super chatter list. I'm only going to have one group of guaranteed super chatters tonight. I'm going to do the cutoff at 9:30. So if you are wanting to get on the super chat list to be 100% guaranteed answer tonight, you got about 30 minutes to do that. I'll make sure to say like last call at like 10 minutes and etc. But anybody after 9:30 that will super chat will be the people guaranteed first answered on my next live stream. Okay? So let's go ahead and just switch to that real quick. All right. Also, if you join the membership while you're on live, I get a notification. And as a thank you to the membership team, I go ahead and give you a Law of Attraction card pull. So number 1 today is Robata, and you became a member. Thank you for that. You'll get that Law of Attraction card pull. All right, Christy. Love General, got you. All right. Number 3 today is Mystic Born. Honored to help you. Got you for the General. All right, switch to the next page. This will be number 4. Number 4 today will be Roxanne. Right. Love reading, got you. All right, and it looks like Roxanne went ahead and gifted 5 memberships. Thank you for that. If you just received a free membership that was from Roxanne, you should go ahead and thank her. And I'll give you a Law of Attraction card pull as well for that. Anybody also that ever gifts subs always gets a Law of Attraction card pull as well. Thank you deeply. And for some of you here as well, you may not be aware that you have to allow yourself to be gifted a membership. So make sure if you go in like to the settings, or even if it pops up, sometimes it will pop up in the chat and you have to press the button that says allow gift memberships, by the way. Okay. All right, so that's who I have so far for the super chatters. Of course, you guys can continue to put yourself on the list. You'll have until, I'll do 9:35 because now it's 9:04. So we're going to do our first group of free people until 9:35, and that's the cutoff for super chatters. All right. If you're here for a free reading, please go ahead now and start commenting your name, your zodiac sign, and a yes/no question. All right. Let's see. see. All right, 𝗓𝗏. 𝗓𝗏, we're going to start with you. Let's go into mythic heroes for you guys who are the free readers. All right. 𝗓𝗏, you're a Libra, and you would like to know if you and Dimple the Sagittarius have a story together. Is this story yet to be finished? Is this story yet to be finished? There's so much more that you guys have to build together, okay? Spirit does want you to know right now is a time of just getting to know each other. If there's a little bit of separation, it's understandable if it's like kind of triggering your like abandonment issues. But from what I'm hearing, this relationship will actually end up showing you that when somebody's meant for you, like there's just no amount of time apart or etc. can change the feeling once you're finally in front of each other again. See, both of you have been focusing, like, feels like there's like a deadline. I think you both have a goal you've set for yourself that you wanted to happen before 2025 was over. And it's not that it's getting close. You know, I mean, we're going toward the end of the year. It feels like both of you can start feeling like, you know what, I'm almost hitting this goal. Like, I'm going to hit this goal in time. And maybe now I do have room for somebody else. Maybe I do have more room for something more serious. Because you guys have been casual. So yeah, there's definitely a lot more that can build. Just take it day by day. But this does feel high vibrational. All right, Renee, you're a Taurus. You would like to know, are you spiritually strong and gifted? Renee, are you spiritually strong and gifted? You have a yin yang. You're deeply, okay, so you're deeply spiritually not only gifted, but like attached to certain sources, like not in a bad way, okay? There's like it's like, I'm gonna explain to you what's going on in my head with these cards. This is explained to me that you're masculine and feminine balance. You're masculine, you're strategic, you're that person that always knows. It's not like you always know what to do, but you always can figure it out. Things just kind of get thrown on you and you're like, fuck, all right, whatever, I guess somebody's got to do it, and for some reason it's me. And that is being embedded within being a leader. You don't get to choose. It's like an anchor. You're an anchor in this world. Light workers are anchors. Okay, it's showing me your masculine is very deeply strong and leadership based. That's your willpower, your go-getter, to your self-composure side within your energy. Okay, your feminine, perseverance. Okay, you are that unconditional love, that energy of, think about like a child, like a mother to their child. No matter what you do, no matter what you say, no matter how you act, I will always love you unconditionally. This is your type of relationship with Source. Your type of relationship with making sure you're making this place better than you found it. Type of energy. Okay, this is not easy. This takes a deep amount of self-awareness. This is far from your first life. And in fact, let me tell you something. Most people who are the most spiritually gifted people in the world have an immense amount of time fighting imposter syndrome when it comes to their abilities. In a way, it's almost a green flag. It's a check mark to knowing somebody really is deeply spiritually gifted, because people who are deeply spiritually gifted don't think they know everything. They know, in a way, the more you know, the less you know. The more you know, you start figuring out more other things that, you know, is just going to expand your knowledge. You become an open book to knowing that there's more in this world than can meet the eye. You're deeply spiritually gifted. Something they want me to tell you too is you're more than empathetic. Okay? We're all empaths. The only people in the world that can't be empathetic, which is a very, 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 very small percentage, I like to state, because it can be over exaggerated. It's people who are completely, truly narcissists and completely, truly psychopaths. And that doesn't mean like American Psycho type. Like a psychopath is just, doesn't mean somebody at all has like violent tendencies. It's kind of like I'm not trying to give you all a psychology lesson, but basically what I'm trying to say is everybody who is not going to fit into one of those two categories is an empathetic person. So when people say they're an empath or whatever, you know, it's yes, but you're far beyond that. Your abilities, you become the other people. You feel their emotions like you become it. Empathetic is where you can put yourself in the shoes, where you can kind of understand and be like, I can put myself as much as I possibly can in your situation, but I'll never be able to fully understand it. That's being empathetic, okay? But like a spiritually gifted person who absorbs energy is clairsentient, has all the clairs, okay, clairvoyant. You embody and become that person. And that's a whole different level of intensity, and it's scary even, until you learn how to control it. And that only takes effort, time, and practice. Yes, you are deeply, deeply, deeply spiritually gifted, and for the rest of your life, you will have to allow yourself to exercise these abilities, or else they'll stay bottled up and keep you almost like stir crazy in your mind. You know, you could get stir crazy staying in a house. That's how your abilities and your energy will be if you don't allow yourself to embrace them. All right. Sabrina, you're a Scorpio, and you'd like to know, is your person going to come back into your life romantically? They're going to come back romantically. Past, present. You asked for you two to be able to transform together. And Spirit says, okay, you may not like the process of how you have to clear this energy, how you guys have to clear house, but we're going to do it for you. You asked for assistance on how you two can grow and become better for each other, and Spirit said we actually have to make you separate for further growth. But do you trust us? And you said yes. So you know what? Present moment, I see this person wants to take a new adventure. I do see them showing the masculine is embodying right now, being his own safe space. He's grown from the last time you've spoken, you've talked. It's like energetically, it feels like he's a year older. I do see that you are going to come back into each other's life romantically. Spirit says both of you caught yourselves. You have no idea, but both of you passed the test at the same time. Like you have been in some form of separation. This could involve saying no to something. This could involve leaving something in the past, even if it's not like a romantic thing with somebody. If it could have just been a job, a habit, a mindset, etc. But both of you like passed the test, and you're both receiving signs to go together. So the balance, the only way I can see it for the guidance on what you're asking is if should I reach out to him again and etc., because that's what I'm hearing now. Who was the last one who responded? I see, because all I'm channeling is both people have like more their masculine energy they need to be focused on, which is like that willpower, not holding back. Okay? Both of you need to embrace that part. But if you were the last one to reach out, or if he was the last one to reach out to you, it feels like that ball who's in the other person's court will be arrived. So if you know, okay, well, I texted him and he has not reached back out to me, they're going to. This is something where you just allow it to dribble back. But if he's been left on read, or if you haven't opened his messages because you've been in a state of like, I don't know. You're not being cynical. You're not trying to make him chase you. I can feel it. It would just be like, because you're just unsure. You know, this is your sign to go ahead and do it if it's important to you. Yeah. Please make sure you guys are doing yes, no questions. If you say something like, give me advice or general, I'm going to keep scrolling until I see somebody that is following those 3 criteria. Name, zodiac, and a yes, no question, okay? Okay, the art of healing, Lucas. You're a Leo, and you're wanting to know, is the person that you're mainly crushing on a possible soulmate? I like the way you worded that. That's a perfect way to word it. You're not becoming fixated on them, but you are leaving the door for spirit to show that you're willing to be vulnerable. You both met each other after a transitional part of your life. There's been a lot of growth. There's been so much you've figured out when it is time and it's not time to take a leap of faith. You know, I see 2 people who have no greed. 2 people who really want to make everything happen for a reason. They've both been through a lot of pain in their life. And they just want clear skies. They just want clear windows. They want everything to be transparent with each other, like a trust thing. And you're not falling from grace. You're going to help each other rise. Yeah, dude. This is absolutely even more than a potential soulmate. This is a potential soul tie. Okay, something even far deeper than a soulmate. Just keep taking it day by day. And remember the law of least effort. The law of least effort doesn't mean being lazy or not trying. It means doing just enough and not allowing yourself to go above and beyond. The law of least effort is actually how you keep it balanced with law of attraction. But that's a video for another day. Terry, you're a Capricorn, and you like to know if you and John have a potential of being in a romantic relationship. The spirits show that they have the potential of being in a romantic relationship. I do see you guys have the potential of being in a relationship. Here's the thing, though. And I'm going to say this in the most professional way I can, and it's for you. You need to make sure that what you both enjoy and intimacy matches up. There's a possibility it may not. That's what they're telling me, that there may be a spiritual connection. There may even be like the physical world, like things are adding up, but there may be something in that category that may end up being a no-go. Or at least something you guys can talk about, right? So just remember, not I'm saying that you would do this, just be another person that you hear echo it. You know, don't ever cross your own boundaries just because you really like somebody. If they really like you, if they really are deserving of you, then they need to know genuinely what you do and don't want. And if they don't respect that, fuck them. Like, seriously. Like, that's what, like, you guys won't hear me say shit like that. But for real, fuck that person if they do not instantly respect your wishes, especially, like, in that category of life. All right. Hey Deborah, you're an Aries, you said you met a Gemini. Let's go ahead and tell you what Spirit's showing me about this connection, okay? I'm going to give you a general reading because you're a member. Remember guys, members are allowed to ask for general pulls and yes nos. And if you like a member, to be a member, you can visit, there should be a button that pops up to become a member during a live. What is going on with Deborah and this new Gemini in her life? So there's absolutely, there is, whoa, okay, let me see how that flipped. There's a potential for love is how they want me to say it. It's not that this person feels as deeply about you as you do them yet, okay? And Spirit doesn't want me to say it that way, and this is normal. You know, there is, kind of tends to be in more these type of connections, feminines feeling something and seeing something faster. And it's not about that person, like, influencing them to feel differently. It's genuinely like they just catch up after more life experience together. Women, or at least the feminines, they can be very intuitive and they just see, you know, there's something different between this connection. But then the masculine has to, like, go through life experience with you and see it. And that's how they catch up. You're going to be in a dynamic like that. But here's the thing, I feel this person, another thing about them is they make you feel very safe. You're not used to a masculine just, like, clearly respecting boundaries with you so embeddedly. And clearly just wanting to be a positive force in your life. And he may not even be your normal type, but his humor, the way he treats people, the way he just, like, his emotions and who he is, he presents himself to be. He truly is, and that's very attractive to you. So there is something more here. Just let's just make present moment, take it day by day. But yeah, there's absolutely potential for this. All right. Let's see. All right, Aaron Humphrey, you remember we don't ask questions like, is a person the one? It's too deep of a question during a live to answer. What I will tell you is if this person's a soul tie, if Spirit shows this a potential divine counterpart, if this is potentially the one. And while I go ahead and pull your cards, just food for thought for you guys here. Any reader that will go into a live and pull like 1 or 2 cards and be willing to answer a question like telling you somebody's the one, you're going to marry them, all that jazz. To each their own, and of course every single reader has their different form of reading and processes, but I've only ever seen unauthenticity, let's put it that way, with those types of people. You all deserve to be given true advice, not taken advantage of. So when it seems that there's a reader that's just making things sound too good to be true, they're meant to be put in your life just like other people to help you use and trust your discernment. I want you to have clarity when you go to bed tonight. So let's go ahead and let you know if this is even somebody that's a potential the one. We're not supposed to know right away either. We kind of defeat the purpose. But we can know that if there's potential. That's for sure. Okay. Wow. Transformation with the transition. The humor. This person is more of a lesson in your life. Okay? I even pulled 2 Gemini cards within this deck. The thing is this person has, like Geminis do, they have 2 sides. That doesn't necessarily mean Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but Geminis do have 2 sides to them. And with this person specifically, it looks like their 2 sides falls under the category of confidence or indecision. Feeling really confident with the choices they're making and sticking to it, okay? You're going to help this person become much more... I know I already said the word, but this is how I need to say it again. You're going to help this person become more confident. And it's not that all the power or whatever like is going to be with you, like you're only teaching them things. You know, there's things this person's going to teach you about green flags in a partner. Like, it's a good dynamic. I just want you to be prepared that it doesn't feel like it's going to be something that lasts a very long time. You're not setting yourself up for this not to happen, etc. It feels like you guys are really going to just learn certain things and figure out that maybe we get along, we respect each other, but maybe there are just certain things that you've helped me realize, like, no, that is something that is a game breaker for me, or that's something that's something I really will look for going forward in another partner. You know, not everybody is put in our life to have a deeply long, forever connection, and it doesn't take away from the purpose of the journey. They're a passenger along your journey. This is the energy they want me to tell you. Don't get wrapped up in this being the one. Number one, it would be far too soon for you two to even really need to focus on that energy. If they were, I would see a different energy here. I would see different cards if Spirit was telling me, hey, they need to slow down. But yeah, that is there. And with peace and love, my friend, I don't see that. You're going to help each other a lot. There's a purpose there in your life, but it does feel like more of a temporary connection, okay? All right, we got about 10 minutes, last call, to get yourself on the Super Chatters list tonight, okay? 10 minutes, last call. Let's see. You guys, please make sure you put the yes, no question, your zodiac, and your name. Honored to help you, Debbie. All right, Roxanne. You're a Virgo and you'd like to know, do you have enough time to hit your goal this year? You're feeling behind. You're wanting to know if you're going to be able to hit your goal this year. Faith and backwards. Love, strength throughout this time. Yes. Okay. I'm hearing make your goal. It's not that it has to go all the way to December to be complete. You're going to hit your goal very soon. And by December, you will have even more faith about, like, your next goals will already be set up. The goals you have right now are going to be complete. Obviously, we only have 3 months left. They told me they're going to be complete within the next 3 months. But I want it more focused. Because obviously by December, there'll be no goals that they're telling me. 2 to the 30th. Divide that. Okay. By October 30th, you're going to hit this goal. Okay? By October 30th, whatever this goal is that you have, you're going to hit it. And then what I hear is you're going to have something already in the works. Another whole other thing going in the works in 2026. Do not give up. You are right at that finish line. You have no idea how fast everything's about to change for the better. All right, Ruby Red, you are a member. Thank you. You are asking what you're a Cancer and Scorpio rising, and you are asking why is your ex so insistent on being around you? Okay. Why is your ex so insistent on being around you? Oh, as well, members can also kind of word things a little differently. They don't have to be necessarily a yes/no format. Something like that is eligible for a member for me to answer. So why are they so insistent on being around you? What do they feel? Tell me what they generally feel being around you. Dancing, cleansing, assistance, faith. Okay, you're a light force. And you know light forces attract all forms of bugs. Beautiful bugs, poisonous ones, annoying ones, dirty ones, etc. Okay, you're that type of person where your energy is very addictive. You're one of those people that people are like, I don't know why I can just trust you. I can tell you things about myself that I feel like I can't tell people I've known my entire life. And that's a blessing. It's not a curse, okay? It's a blessing that comes with a lot of needing self-protection. Because this person feels like, I'm not saying that they're necessarily, like they're not doing this on purpose, but they're kind of like an energy vampire. And I say they're not doing it on purpose because I just see somebody that's in a very low spot and they're not trying to absorb and take your energy. They don't even know what the fuck that is. Like, they don't know that they can do that. People could be energy vampires without them knowing. It's the spot that they're in. You know, you gave them so much faith and they also know they fucked it up with you. You gave them so many chances. You are not responsible for assisting them. I can tell how good of a person you are, but they're not your child. They're not somebody that Spirit has even given you any signs is a divine you should allow back in your life. If anything, Spirit's more showing you signs that you need to be like distance of each other. So they're persistent because your energy, it's not that like your energy is addicting in like this like lustful way. Your energy is addicting in safety for them. And you deserve somebody that wants to be in your life, not just because like the way that a person who's deserving of being your person in your life is somebody who thinks about what they can do for you. Not constantly being in his energy, it's all about what you make him feel. He does not think about that return. And you deserve that charging station in love to be cleansed as well. And this person may just be a rock that's keeping that door from opening up completely to allow that next stage in your life. It could be a lesson that's continuing to repeat and only stops if you go ahead and do it. All right. Tiffany Kelly, you're a Libra. You would like to know, will you finish the book? Will you finish the book? Are you going to be able to finish your book? Reflection and cleanse outwards. So your book it could be something based in more like a fiction, but it comes from your own experiences. There's even something about maybe you've based a character, the main character or somebody in the book, kind of like based. It's an essence of you, even if you didn't plan on it. There's just something where you're like, this book reflects within me. It started out as one thing, but it's just combined to being partially about your life. And what I'm feeling is maybe you started being like, oh, am I putting too much of myself into this? Or have I lost the purpose? Or even it was more like the creator's block came and you felt like you couldn't do it anymore. You couldn't connect to the story anymore. So you're like, I don't want to be unauthentic, so I'm just going to stop. But it's like once you stop, it's so hard to pick it back up, right? Kind of just like another example would be like going to the gym. It can be very hard once you get out of rhythm of the gym, getting back into it can be hard. But you've taken this time, you've needed to cleanse your energy. Find more, you have to have more life experience to gain more ammo, if you will, for those words, for that power, for that presence within your book. You are going to figure it out. They want me to say you are going to figure it out. So there's something you're going to figure out before you feel like you can put yourself fully into this project again. I think it's involving love. Yes, you're going to finish it. There's something right now you're going to figure out, though, regarding your love life. Somebody that's here, that's present. You're going to release a lot of anger, anxiety. And you've got the answer for, what's it called? I'm not a writer. I'm trying to think of what part it is. It's not like the conclusion. It's like right after the rise, after the deep, deep fall. Ha! I know you guys know. Okay, I know most of you here know what I'm talking about. It's just like when the hero, like redemption time frame in the book. People are like giving up. Things seem like they're not going right. And then they're like, you know what? No, fuck this. We're going to fight. We're going to do this. And then they go full force. That's the energy of whatever's going on right now in your life is going to give you that oomph to write that part of your book and go forward. All right. We are officially closing the official... I'm sorry. We're gosh, tongue twister. We're officially cutting off the guaranteed super chatters for tonight at this moment. I'm going to put everybody on the list who's gotten themselves to here. And after this, everybody that puts themselves on the list will be the first answered on tomorrow or whenever I go live next. All right. And I'll make sure to re-say the numbers for everybody so you can remember. We left off with Roxanne. Okay. Marie. I got you. I see that you added that. Perfect. All right. Number 7, Misty C. Got you. All right, number 8, Divinity. I see that you're asking a question based off of pregnancy, my friend. And so if you look in the description of the live, it does say what type of questions are not eligible. And anything involving pregnancy, legal matters, health-related questions, those are things I won't answer on a live. So I'm just going to go ahead and give you like a general guidance reading regarding... just the best steps forward, but it's not going to be anything based off of the pregnancy or talking about it, okay? All right, number 9, the art of healing. Got you. Divinity just adding to the first super chat. Got you. All right. Marie, you also Got it. Marie renewed her membership for 1 month. Thank you. You'll get a Law of Attraction card pull for that. All right. 𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗢𝗧 got you as number 11. Number 12 is Alvin, who has renewed his membership for 3 months straight. Awesome, thank you. All right. Number 13, Sandra. All right, general guidance for you. And number 14 will be Claudia. All right, so that is all of the guaranteed people for tonight's live stream. Anybody else that super chats after this moment will be the first guaranteed on the next live stream. I'm going to go ahead now and re-say everybody's names who super chatted and the number associated. Please, 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 please listen right now if you have super chatted. I'm only going to say it one more time, and if you miss your reading, I'm not going to redo it. They are recorded though, so once I get off the live, it should automatically upload itself, and you would have to go back in and find your question where the answer is, okay? So if you have super chatted, please listen up right now for your name, the number associated to your name. Number 1 is Robata. Number 2 is Christy. Number 3 is Mystic Born. Number 4 is Roxanne. Number 5 is also Roxanne, but that's a different, was a different transaction. Number 6 is Marie. Number 7 is Misty C. Number 8 is Divinity. Number 9 is the Art of Healing. Number 10, membership. That was Alvin, right? Wait a second. Somebody got a membership. I wrote it. What was that number? Art of Healing. Art of Healing. I think I accidentally just wrote that down. Yeah, because it goes from the Art of Healing. Oh, no, it was, okay, I see. It was CJ. No, it was Marie. Marie. Thank you guys for your patience with me figuring that out. Just want to make sure I wasn't skipping somebody, okay? All right, so I'll say number 8 again. Number 8 is Divinity. Number 9 is the Art of Healing. Number 10 is Marie. Number 11 is 𝗧𝗔𝗥𝗢𝗧. Number 12 is Alvin. Number 5 is Sandra. And lastly, but definitely not leastly, number 14, Claudia. All right. Go ahead and light another incense as well. Scroll up. All right, Robata, you joined as a member. And now I feel like switching to my rune tarot. All right, what is Robata's current law of attraction? What is his current law of attraction? You're allowing yourself to see that everything happens for a reason. You're coming out of a hard point where you felt like you just had to keep restarting over and over again. Yeah, you felt like your masculinity was being threatened, or that somebody was trying to belittle you. Somebody else in your life had barely any power. This could have been a manager is what I'm feeling. I feel like you could have had a manager that, for the little power they had, they would go, it was like one of those, like, out of pocket, like, just taking advantage of being in a position where they can fire people or make people go home, or, you know, just, this is an individual who is not a person who should have a leadership position. And I see that you kind of figured out, like, they're willing, this company for some reason is willing to continuously let go of really good workers to keep this bullshit manager. And the thing is, you figured out, okay, I have to leave. And it's not because I'm doing something wrong. This frequency no longer serves me. But you were afraid. You're like, I don't know if there's going to be new opportunities. But Spirit's showing me your law of attraction is making everything happen for a reason. Yes, this was the correct decision. You know, if you're wondering about money, if you've been feeling a little hesitant, you know, Spirit's saying this is the sign to pick yourself up. You're embracing a whole new timeline. And you're a true masculine, because also whatever happened, I think there's just something that went against your moral code or compass as well regarding what was like your final straw for leaving. There's a lot that's coming your way. Your law of attraction is extremely high vibrational. Right. All right, Christy, we're going to give you a love general reading, and you're a Taurus. What do we got for you? General love reading for my Taurus friend. All right, well, somebody wants to bring an offer to you, but it looks like finances are getting in the way of them being able to do it. Like, they feel trapped to something. This could be financially, they're still with somebody else. But it does feel like this connection, it may be shining away from the sun right now, but it is going to turn. Okay, so I kind of see that as more as an understanding about the seasons. It may sound like a long time, but remember, time's an illusion. I see next spring, like this upcoming spring. Something changing in your love life. And I'm not saying that means that all the way until that spring you're going to have like a boring love life, but something very extremely pivotal. So you could start talking to somebody now or in the next few months or whatever, and you organically let it flow. Maybe there's somebody you're in separation with for further growth with right now. And it just seems though that the shield is not completely broken. It just needs to be repaired. So I do feel like this is a connection that's probably coming in and out, this specific person. It looks like it'll probably be until the next, like the upcoming spring, where you guys really have enough repairs done within your own armor, your own self, to be able to be part of a team, to be able to go out and fight together. Yeah, there's a connection that's going to be forming still and some more. All right, Mystic Born. Go ahead and give you that general energy pull. General energy pull for my friend, the Taurus. Okay, so you're wondering if something is complete. You're wondering how a masculine could be thinking of you. Choosing between real world and fantasy, pretty vain efforts. But you see it comes from a hurt place. There's somebody that feels like they've been kind of cold to you. They're not being who they truly are. There's a difference between like a stoic energy versus somebody that's just being vain and purposefully mute. Stoic energy is more tends to be very actually truly kind people, but they just have never really found a way to express, so they more have to like really process things. People with stoic energy, not that it's embodied within them, it's not that it's their personality, people who really have had to spend most of their life feeling like they're in survivor mode and showing emotions instantly cause danger, have built that as a survival technique. You know, there's somebody though that sees that they thought for so long like I had to choose between real world and fantasy, this or that. I'm not gonna have my head in the clouds. You must have like a unique love or a different type of situation, but they're seeing things differently, and I feel like somebody wants to face their fears. They want to be kind. They want to believe that everything is safe to be generous. So it looks like there's something that's forming and coming back together regarding your love life. All right, and that was number 3, Mystic Born. Now we're on the way to number 4. Number 4, Roxanne. Your first one, which was your love general reading. Love general reading for Roxanne. What does she need to know more than anything right now else regarding her love? Well, the color blue is resonating. Let me see why. Page of Wands, something with clothes. Something with clothes. Blue will be worn on a very specific day, but it's a masculine's energy to you. I don't see it being the feminine's energy. I'm probably seeing a vision. Straightforward actions about not seeing the inspiration in self. Getting in the way of abundance. And again, that being cold energy because of the stoic, like not being able to express. You know, there's you're feeling like you're losing hope on a love. You knew the straightforward action is like you can no longer. You're like I've cleared out all of what I can do, what I can say. I'm not gonna chase. I understand that good things take time. But I'm feeling, I don't know if, am I really being impatient? Like after all this time, am I really actually still being impatient? Is it wrong to have expected something to happen by now? And Spirit's saying what you're doing right now is you're seeing the difference between being at peace with fate and then just allowing a cycle to repeat. The inspiration always looking into a masculine soul right now about you. You've always made them see the good in themselves, but it almost feels like they're like, I'm too much of a monster for you. You're too pure for me. But you need to know that it does feel like there's a lot of stagnation right now. They're still figuring out the balance between work and play. They've been thrown into some distractions. Maybe partying even. But something about this person coming around in month 4, April. There's going to be something that transpires in April. I know that can seem far, but again, time's an illusion. There's going to be something that really does more than, like, there's going to be something that sparks interest in the next couple of months in your love life, but something very definitive and solid formulating in April for you. Let's dive more. I want to know what that blue shirt thing was about. Just let me know what that is. 5 of Cups in reverse will make everything happen for a reason. Feeling like you can't help, feeling selfish, greed. It's the only way I can channel it. Okay. So this is going to be more something that's, again, even deeper confirmation when it happens. You will be wearing the color blue when you meet this person. Now, when you put on your outfit that day, you will not be in the mindset of, oh, I'm wearing blue because I know if I'm wearing blue, I'm gonna meet my person. This is gonna be something like you forget what I just told you, okay? And you will then remember when it happens. These are great. These are little confirmations that people are told, and then they kind of put in the back of their head, and then later on they're like, and I mean, this is months. Like we've talked about, this is months. So they're saying, don't try to start wearing blue right now. This is something that's going to take months of it leaving your mind, and then whenever you meet the person, you're going to notice like a sign, a confirmation. It's like, wait a fucking damn minute, I'm wearing blue completely unintentionally. You may even be kind of going through just a little bit of a hard time regarding family matters, and they're really going to be there for you. They're going to help balance you. Your love life, there's a lot that's going to be formulating. Right. And now your law of attraction card pull. What's Roxanne's current law of attraction? So you're not feeling at peace with fate with that connection. Okay. So before we dived into your love reading, you were feeling a little bit discouraged, more than discouraged in love, and because of that, it's not that you were stunting your law of attraction in love, but it's kind of like, think about putting on a treadmill and standing next to it and choosing not to move. It's like you're paralyzed, feeling like you're stuck. And it's just because you're like, I'm doing so much movement. If I get on that treadmill, am I not even going to go anywhere? But the thing is, Spirit says right now, everything you've gone through in life, the treadmill is preparation. The treadmill is practice for the real run, for the real hike, or however it resonates. You are training, all of you right now, to be able to go full force with the right person. So, as you change your perception, you change your law of attraction. Your current law of attraction now is releasing anxiety, releasing fear, understanding that you're not going to go back to a connection that doesn't make you feel safe and seen. So it's not that it's better to be single, but it's better to be independent than go and settle for somebody that's going to be the same cycle. You are understanding that this is all happening for you to be happy and still look forward to love. To allow new opportunities, we have to change frequency. So I would state now, your law of attraction is high vibrational. Okay. Let's go down. We did Roxanne. Now we're going to do Marie. All right. Marie, you're a Leo, and you want to know, are you aware of all your spiritual gifts at this moment? Are you aware of all your spiritual gifts at this moment? You're aware, I'm going to put it this way. You have a lot more spiritual ability that are going to formulate. But there's 3 right now that you're still not aware of. There are 3, and it feels like the thing that's keeping you from fully being able to experience these abilities is an imposter syndrome. One of them is about, it's like you have the inner knowing. You can just tell when bullshit's happening. You don't know how to explain it. You have this intuition about people. You can see through deceit. And you have at points gaslighted yourself because of other people being like, you're tripping, you don't even know them. And you're like, okay, we'll see what happens. And 9 times out of 10, the way your gut feeling with people is normally right. So that's not just a hunch. That's a spiritual gift. Here you're a clairaudient as well, which means that you can hear spirit, you can hear signs, you can hear, it's not necessarily hearing voices, it's hearing energy, like ringing in your ears, or echoes, or even like you feel the wind, like the brushing of the wind picking up, like you can feel around you the wind's not changing, but you hear it's like it is. Like when you have these unexplainable things, that's because there's more. And there's one other gift that's formulating right now for you. So you're also going to continue to learn more, but that's what I see right now. All right, Misty. Misty, you're number 7. You want to know, are you going to be single this birthday? Are you going to be single this birthday? It looks like you're going to be, Spirit's saying meet us halfway. You're not going to be alone. If you're asking if you're going to be in a physical relationship, something committed, I don't sense that's going to be in the cards for your birthday. Now, there is an energy, though, of friends and family spending it with you. It does look like there is somebody that has some form of an attraction to you that's keeping it secret. And maybe that will even come to forefront, somebody you're talking to. But if you're asking if you're going to be in a committed relationship, it definitely does not look like that's in the cards for this month. Allow yourself, though, to focus on not spending it alone. There are definitely people, friends, even if you have to travel or somewhere, where even by getting out and letting yourself celebrate your birthday with others, maybe even the thing that could align you to a potential soul tie. Because love formulates in mysterious ways. All right, now number 8, divinity. All right, this is the one where I said I was just going to do a general energy for you. What does divinity need to know more than anything else right now? So, you're feeling defeated. Something Spirit definitely needs to state is you need to release any imposter syndrome about the things that happened right now in your life. You didn't do anything wrong. In fact, it feels like there could have been even more like outside forces that you may have been really stressed recently. And just going forward, it feels like it's not that it's hard, I'm just trying to find a way to state it. This is the only way I can do it. There was a lot of stressful factors around you, and somebody could have been a lot better to you. And it just seems like Spirit's saying, going forward, you know how much you can exert yourself. You know who has the right to be around you. That everything happens for a reason. It's not the end of the line. And even though we don't know right now why everything happens for a reason, you just have to trust that you're being divinely guided and protected. But to not give up, that there is somebody out there that you're supposed to be able to rise from the ashes with. And and create new life in many different ways. All right. All right, the art of healing. Lucas, you'd like to know, is the person you are crushing on a possible soulmate? Yes, we have the King of Wands. But not too early. Let's not invest in this too fast. Yeah, this is absolutely somebody who is a potential soulmate. In fact, I'm pretty sure I answered this question before. So I'm gonna actually advance a little bit more off of it for you. So as we confirmed that before, that this is actually could be more than a soulmate, this could be a potential soul tie. It looks like Spirit's still wanting you to pull in the reins a little bit. It's great that we have this information, but we can't go full force. Right now is a time of allowing the ball to be passed back and forth in each other's courts. If you were to go full force and tell them you have a crush on them, it'd just be too soon. So Spirit's guidance for you is to still allow this exciting time to formulate, where there's this unspoken flirtation and etc. It's a really important part. You will know when it is the right time to formulate into something more, but it's going to take a little bit longer. All right. All right, Maria, this is where you resubscribed, or where you renewed your membership for the first month. All right. So the renewals, that is law of attraction poll. I see you put a question, but I'm just going to go ahead and give you a law of attraction poll regarding your love life. What is your law of attraction currently regarding your love life? All right, so there is a second chance of redemption, kind of like energy surrounding you. You know, it looks like somebody where either one of you could have, maybe even both of you could have gone a little fast in the beginning of the connection. It kind of made you two separate. But I do see two people that are wondering, you know, I want to bounce back into this. I want to see if there's some flow. It does look like regarding your love life, something that's already happened and you kind of put on pause for a little bit is going to be resumed. And it feels good. It feels like you should just let it flow organically. No expectations, but yeah, giving it another shot. So Spirit shows me your law of attraction and love is welcoming in new opportunities. It's high vibration. All right, number 11. CJ Justine, any messages for you? You're an Aries. CJ Justine. All right, you figured out you can't give somebody a second chance. You got to go forward. You want somebody that knows when it is the right time to actually go forward, even if it's scary. Somebody that means their words, doesn't continuously start back all over with you. You know, there's somebody, it feels like they could have done something behind your back. And what I'm hearing is, if you're like, if you just would have told me, if you just would have told me the truth, we could have fixed this. But you proved to me again, I can't trust you. And you must go forward. Do not be mad if you've had a couple of times. Go with me here. This is how they want me to say it. Don't be mad at yourself if it's taking you a couple of times to clear this level. Because life is like leveling up. Life is literally, they will repeat the same cycles. We'll repeat the same lessons until we truly grasp it, and then we get to go forward. Don't be mad at yourself if you've had to try a couple of times to clear this level, because that happens. And that means like getting rid of this connection or resetting a flow. Interesting. You could have, maybe there was a connection you could have kind of like left or migrated away from because you were starting to focus on something else. The biggest thing they want you to know right now is if anybody's meant for you, you have not messed anything up for somebody who's truly meant for you. We all have those individuals that have to be like, the soul contract has to be finished before you can start with somebody else. This person, there's a soul contract that you may be going through the levels over and over again with. So just go forward from here knowing that they're not telling you this person's terrible and bad for you and it's going to mess with your timeline. It's not like that. It's something about trust, though. It's like you will always be feeling like you're kind of looking behind your shoulder with this person. Okay. All right, number 12. You're wanting to, so Alvin, thank you for renewing your membership, brother. But remember, renewing the membership, that's just a law of attraction pull as well. So I'm going to give you a law of attraction in love, okay? Give you, what's your law of attraction and love right now, Mr. Alvin? So you feel very conflicted, honestly, with both energies in love. You know that you're ready to start anew. You've cleared a path of finding a balance. Also, I'm hearing with allowing yourself to work and also receive balance. Like you were working too hard, expecting too much of yourself. You know, I'm seeing that when it comes to love, you've lowered your expectations, and I don't mean that in a bad way. I'm talking about yourself. Like you used to feel like you had to say everything perfectly, and you would put unrealistic pressure, and that's what would cause tension or make you feel like you had to be somebody you're not. So you've really completed a lot of cycles, and now you are actually understanding that, like you said, you have more than one option. There was a part in your life where you thought that you had no options, that one person or the other liked, but now you're starting to understand that no, that you have actually multiple options. You don't want to start down something, though, that's not time to fully invest in, and you want to choose between real world and fantasy. You feel very tied. What I can say for your law of attraction regarding this connection, my friend, is that you're not making it up. There is two different timelines. I mean, your law of attraction is high vibrational because I don't see spirit trying to knock down doors that have a lock. It's like you barely even have to press them open and they're opening. There's something within your energy that's upgraded. And the women that have gone in and out of being interested in you now, with seeing that balance, it's deeply attractive. So what I can tell you for your law of attraction pool, my friend, is that you're very high vibrational in it. Okay. All right, Sandra, number 13. Let's go ahead and give you a general life reading. What is Spirit wanting you to know more than anything else right now as we speak, my friend? So you feel like you have given quite a bit of your energy to people that just took it in vain. There's a self-talk thing that needs to be upgraded. Spirit can only clear out so many thoughts. Something about you I'm feeling called to talk about is the principle of mentalism. The way we talk within completely affects our outside world. You're not deserving of being alone. You're not unlovable. Right now, what you've experienced in love is that none of these people were energy stations for you, energy docking stations like a lover is supposed to be. It's better to be independent than to be settling in love. You know that. And you're like, but am I, you're another person that's in the energy of, am I really expecting too much? Like, I've been single, I've been in this energy for so long. Is it really selfish of me to have wanted something to happen by now? And Spirit says it's nothing about being selfish. But it has everything to do with you truly were not ready yet. No matter how much you believed you were. Spirit will make a divine intervention. And what I hear is you went through some more cycle repeats in love. Energetically, this past month, you overcame something where you thought you had to charge head first, full force, and not look back. And you're seeing things more balanced. You've had to find a way to become your own healthy partner. And I do see them showing. Love is not something love is not something they're telling you to have on the table. Right now, you're not seeing, getting into anything, you're not seeing things clearly. Your energy feels not like in a sense of foggy where like you're messing or like something bad's happening around you, but my friend, like you're focusing far too much on wanting your need to be seen and loved is starting to affect your work. That's how they wanted me to tell you. And this is not to scare you. This is not to put pressure on you. This is to help you. Your need to know what's going to happen in your love life, or even lack of control over your love life right now, is starting to feed into your energy and your mind and ability to work and think straight. You may want to do, like if you're on any dating apps or if you were talking to some people, you may want to do like kind of like a cleanse. You might want to think about taking yourself off the grid for a little bit even. Maybe go safe to like somewhere safe where you can like have a camping adventure, or by yourself, like somewhere right around you, or if you don't live somewhere close, you can even plan some form of like a getaway with like an Airbnb, go to the beach or something like that. It feels like the energy though of you really need to go inwards. You really need to go inwards. You need a reset. If you have like off time, paydays off, you should use them before December is over. Your energy, I can see how hard worker you are, I can see how good of a person you are, but you're tense, my friend. And I can tell you, the more you allow yourself to focus on your own work, they're going to be able to actually attract who's meant for you instead of you looking everywhere for it. It is a divine intervention that right now you don't have anything crystallized in your love life. But the foundation, it's set. And this is just a moment in time that shall pass. Allow yourself to embrace a time of resetting, refreshing, detox. And number 14, Claudia. All right, number 14, Claudia. You're an Aquarius and you're wanting to know, will the Leo break his silence? Is the Leo going to break his silence with you? So I do see this person's you're going to have another conversation. It does kind of feel like the only way there would be another conversation is, and Spirit's not suggesting you to do this. This is just the reality of what I'm seeing. You're going to come to a point where you want to reach out again. It's going to feel kind of compulsive. And this could be your warning right now not to do it, but the choice is yours. No matter what, if you do it, it's a lesson you need to have. Then the world's not going to happen. But what I'm seeing is you are going to end up talking because you're going to be reaching out again very intensely. And what I see this person's going to tell you is, look, I did feel something with you, but the world events that are happening, this can't happen. And I say this in the most caring way for you, okay? They would give an energy of something along the lines of saying, please leave me alone. They may say, please stop trying to reach out to me. Please move on from this. There was something, but in my life, I can't. So they want you to know that the silence, it's not going to be broken from his side. You have a choice of seeing that sometimes silence is closure with certain people, or if you feel like you need it that bad, you know, there may come a day where you feel like, I just want to know, so I'm going to get it. It's not the end of the world, but either way, the lesson, it seems, is going to come out the same, and it's for you. It's not against you. This person was just a lesson, a moment in time, but there's more that's going to thrive in your life. Okay. All right. So that was it for the guaranteed super chatters for tonight. Let me go ahead and write down everybody who now has put themselves on the list since Claudia, and you guys will be the first answered on the next live stream. All right. Also, while I go ahead and do this, I'd like to talk to you guys about my oracle cards. I mentioned it a little bit earlier, but in the beginning of the live, we were using my Boxer's Oracle. It is the first oracle deck, one of many that I am creating. And right now I am having a special little sale on them where if you use the coupon or use the discount code Warrior, all capitalized, at checkout, you'll get 25% off your order. So that's $11.11 per oracle deck that would be taken off. If you're interested in getting your own, you can go to my website, offprintmint.com, after I'm done with this live, and that's linked in my bio. Right when you get on there, you're going to see a purple button on the homepage that says Spiritual Tools. Click here. That's my online store. It'll pull up right to the cards, and then you can add it to your cart. And then at checkout, make sure you put the code Warrior in, all capitalized, for 25% off of your order. All right. So number one, tomorrow or whenever the next live stream is going to be midnight. All right. And your question is, are you on the right path in your love life? Are you right path in love? And you're a Gemini? Looks like. Yes, Gemini. Okay, number two, Thor the Explorer. Got you. Right, and you are a Taurus, it looks like. Yes, a Taurus. And you want to know, is there anything in the cards with Marcus? Anything in the cards with Marcus? Okay. Number three, Jasmine. Okay. What's coming towards you in love? What's coming towards you in love? And you're a Libra. Got you. All right, number four tomorrow or whenever the next live stream is, Hakeem. Hakeem the Dream. What are Izzy's true feelings for you? /opinion. Then I'll put you guys have been in separation currently. Okay. Alright, perfect. So it looks like those are the 4 people I'll be starting with on the next live stream. I'll say it one more time. And remember, if you, any 4 of you, if you cannot make it to the next live stream, every single one's recorded. And as soon as I log off, it uploads itself. So even if you can't show up on the next live stream, whenever you see that that recording is up, you can just go into the like first 10-15 minutes of it, and you guys will have well, if there's 4 of you, it will definitely be like the first like 20-25 minutes of it that your guys' readings will be answered. Okay. For everybody else, if you're interested in receiving a personal reading with yours truly, you can go to my website, offprintmint.com. That is linked in my YouTube bio. I have quite a few different options of one-on-one personal reading services. So make sure you check out my services page on my website for all of those available options. After you've gone ahead and picked one, under every single button, there's going to be like a schedule or book a reading button. All of them take you to the same exact place, which is the place where you'll fill out the contact form that asks for your name, your email, and it will ask for the reason you're reaching out, aka if you want a reading, an apprenticeship interview, etc. And then it will ask you to put a brief detail regarding the topic that you would like the service or reading for. That's where I'm going to conclude it today for our live readings, guys, on YouTube. I do plan on being on again tomorrow. We will see if timing and everything aligns to me being able to, but if I can, it will be most likely around 8 p.m. Eastern time that you will see me on here. Okay? Alrighty, guys, and then let's just go ahead and repeat the last 4 again so you guys can notate it in case you haven't. Number 1 will be Midnight. Number 2 will be Thor the Explorer. Number 3 will be Jasmine, and lastly, but definitely not leastly, number 4 is Hakeem the Dream. Thank every single one of you for being here, and I will see you on the next live stream. Also, a little bit later tonight, like late into the night, I'm going to go on Twitch for a gaming stream. For the ones of you who aren't aware, on YouTube, it's all strictly tarot, but I also do have a Twitch channel where I live stream playing video games with you guys. So if you're somebody that likes video games, or even likes having kind of like something relaxing to watch in the background while you're studying, doing laundry, cooking, meal prepping, whatever, I think it's something great to throw on. And that is, my channel is named UncleBronze Official on Twitch. You can get to that link directly in my YouTube bio as well. And go ahead and follow, and if you'd like to subscribe, so you receive the notification for when I go live. Thank you all for being here. I'll see you wherever I see you. Have a great rest of your night, morning, evening. Let's get it.